Hello, beautiful ones. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I hope you're feeling great. I hope you are excited about what is happening and what we're going to share today. So I'm just giving some extra time for people to join us. We're live on different platforms. If you haven't yet joined my private group on Facebook, and the link has been added in the description, please do so. Why? Even though I'm very present on different platforms, a little bit more on Facebook, as I do interact pretty much daily, but there's always something specific about what is being shared in the private group. It's the channel transmissions twice a month. It's the free channeled sessions I offer to people randomly. Sometimes it's a written message, sometimes it's a live higher self channeling guidance, and sometimes we're using cards. There are different ways, but that's something only offered in the group. So if you're not in the group, just join. It's totally free, and there's like over 100 activations, transmissions, light language sessions, and again, there's 2 more every month, so you might want to join. If you're new into my world, please let me know who's there. Introduce yourself to me, to the group, where you're from, and how you're doing in terms of intuition, in terms of connection to your intuitive powers. Do you feel you're super connected? Do you feel that this world is completely new to you? Are you curious about it, or you just need that extra little push to feel more aligned with your energies? I want to learn more about you, and that kind of information helps me also understand what you guys need in terms of information and content, and when I channel, it also helps me understand what I need to ask also, to my higher self and team. For those who do not know me, I'm Natalie, and I am a multidimensional channeler, but my unique mission is really to work with emerging light workers, rising light workers, and leading light workers. So it doesn't matter where you are on the spectrum of the awakening process. I have been encoded with that mission because I obviously went through this myself, so I totally understand how it feels to uncover more and more of your gifts. I have worked with a mentor, I have been part of healing groups, I have read so many books about it and attended so many workshops, and I have witnessed people in the process of unlocking their intuitive power. So it really, the whole process helps me understand what you guys are going through. And because my mission is specifically to really help you connect to your higher self and star team so you can channel for yourself, the mission I have been invited to embody is really the one who will really help you connect to that divine self, so you can feel autonomous, so you can feel that you do not need forever external guidance, so you can trust your powers. So I am a light worker mentor. As I said, I really work with intuitive people regardless of their level of expression as a light worker. The only thing that I kind of require for those who are working with me is motivation and the desire to really get involved into this awakening process. It's actually even more important now as energies have accelerated. It means that if you take your time, it's not that there's a rush or you need to change how things are unfolding for you. There's no need to go faster or slower than what you feel inside. But most of the time, it's the earth mind, the ego, that is challenging us, questioning everything. And because external energies are super activating lately, every time the ego mind is resisting the change, confusion arises, doubts are coming to your mind, blocking this evolution, and that's where my work becomes really helpful and crucial. It simply helps you understand your unique mission. So yeah, I'm here to help you understand your soul purpose, your personal mission, help you understand your past lives, what I call parallel lives. There's always gifts in your parallel lives that you're meant to retrieve right now at this time and in the near future, so you can feel more balanced with what is coming ahead. So many of us have been healers, shamans, teachers, spiritual teachers in other lives, and that will become very handy to reconnect to these lives, embody them, make peace with them, become them again, so you can feel empowered. It's like suddenly unlocking access to different lessons you already have learned in past lives, and you're ready to just manifest them right now. So we're definitely going through all this when we work together. I am opening one-on-one work with me, so if it's something that interests you, send me a DM. We can have a conversation over a DM. If you want to speak to me, that's fine too. We can obviously book a call together, but why don't we start with a DM so I understand what you're looking for, what you're really going through, and I will help you. It's like I'm connected to external energies. I'm connected to people. I just feel them. I know exactly what their struggles are. It's even outside a session. I'm just aligned with the frequencies. I know those who are emerging very rapidly, those who need a little bit of a push, and I'm here for you. I'm here for you. That's my mission. So if you're joining me, let me know. I won't spend too much time saying hi to everyone. I'm just saying hi right now to everyone, but I can't do it one by one, so I can remain focused on today's conversation. Today we will make it a conversation because I really want you to understand what we're going through right now. It's another layer of global awakening. I might use the same words to describe what's happening, but there's something different. And it's as if we had walked in a corridor for the past 10 years so we could get to the door, and this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is the door. And that door had been shown to us with the eclipse, the solar eclipse. And there's so many energies right now that are bringing us together as one. You might not always witness it everywhere, but I can tell you that the divine code in all these energies is to really invite us to go back to this sense of community, this sense of unity. That is the global energy, but we will dive deeper into this. And near the end, we will focus on receiving guidance for each one of us, so we can understand what is our next level of mission. So again, whether you're totally new to this is fine. Again, energies are really linking to your own frequency, to your own level of openness. If everything is new for you and you barely understand what I'm talking about because you don't feel what I seem to feel, I can assure you that there's some kind of underlying energy that will connect to some of your energy, and whether they activate you right at this minute or in the next 48 hours is up to your way of processing all this. But there will be a few words, a few fragments of energies that will activate you. And if you're a seasoned light worker, you might say, yes, we already heard that. It's yes, humanity's awakening, light workers are rising, we know that. But if you're here, there's probably a part of you that feels something is off, something is lacking, there's a lack of clarity, things are not working the same way and you want to know where you're headed. And hopefully this is what you'll get today. We will work I wanted to say we will work hard on it, like if we had to work hard. This is my ego trying to confirm that something magical is going to happen. Something is happening regardless of this conversation. But we are creating a bond, we're creating a community, and we want to support one another. I mean, I'm so glad to have friends and colleagues who can actually speak about these things and also help me rebalance my energy when I feel overwhelmed, or I feel that my trajectory has changed and I'm not meant to offer my services this way. Why? It was really potent, but no, there's a stronger frequency, and by aligning to this frequency, I will help people awaken to their divine abilities in alignment with their soul purpose more rapidly, more deeply, in the long term. So I have to listen to this. And you're on the same boat. Regardless of what you do, you're on the same boat. There's a need to really reconnect. So I think we're all ready. And if you're watching this live, of course, let me know if you're watching the replay, #replay. And if you have questions now, if you had questions a few minutes before or during or after the conversation, please type them down in the comment section. I'm so, I may appear like I'm sleepy or tired. It's like I'm already in a trance. I'm already receiving information, but I just want to put some kind of order in what I'm sharing, because there's things I want to share with you that are more technical and practical, but they're like, come on, we're ready, we're ready. So any kind of question you may have, please type them down in the comment section, regardless of the platform you're on right now, and I will answer them probably once this conversation is over. Simply because I'm already in my state of interdimensional connection, and I don't want to be kind of distracted. You understand that, I hope. Last thing I want to share before we enter ourselves into a trance, because everything I want to share today, I want you to receive it from your heart center. I don't want you to try to analyze. I don't want you to want explanations and directions from a mental point of view. I really want to receive this without any expectations. Remember, what is more important right now is the energy that is flowing through me from the galactic realities, from other dimensions directly to you. That's what is most important. I don't have the exact date yet, but early May, we will have a masterclass that will, the container, so the group that will be open around the masterclass will be opened for a few days. So you guys get ready before the masterclass, be present during the masterclass, and have time to integrate and have me answer your questions. It will happen in May. It will be called the initiation, because I'm being initiated right now. And I have been for the past months, to a point that I was like, I didn't have enough time, enough minutes in a day to compile everything, to journal everything so I could understand. So now that the door is opening, 21st of April, the conjunction is the door opening. That's how they are describing it. The door is opening. So we're receiving massive upgrades and massive moments of awareness. It's an initiation. There will be many initiations throughout the years, but every time it will be a new lesson. So myself and maybe other mentors and coaches will eventually reuse the same words. it's hard to always, try to find a new word to express, the fact that we're entering a new phase, and the fact that, yeah, there are new energies and we want our bodies and our minds to be ready for that. It's a new initiation. So chances are that I will present other masterclasses with that name, but it will be with the actual vibrations. So it's coming up in May. Right now, the door is open, but it will take time for people to cross it. That's what they're saying. So it means that for many of us, it will feel like, oh yeah, I feel it. I feel it's calling me. So for each one of us, it will feel like a different message, a different guidance. And I cannot do, of course, individual readings at this point and connections. That's a one-on-one kind of work. But globally, before I enter into more details, let's close our eyes. If you're seated, have your feet touching the ground. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release completely until no more breath, like a big, big sigh of letting go. Allowing your mind to surrender to the process. And if your mind is still very active, wondering, guessing how long it's gonna take, what's exactly that whole activation and transmission about, relax, let go. It's all happening now. You will know what it means. It's all safe, it's all fine. Not only are we here in a group setting, even if we're miles away, we're here together energetically. Actually, some of you might feel that we are holding hands, as if our energetic bodies had already left our physical bodies to meet, congregate, unite. Your mind is safe and fine. And your heart center, right in the middle of your chest, is opening up. As if there was a valve right in the center of this part of your body. And very naturally, this valve was opening up, letting in divine energy that is already flowing around you. And you might see it. It might look like a flow of energy moving in a circular movement from your toes back up to your head. It might have a color or not, or many colors. So not only do you feel this twirling, swirling energy coming from the center of the earth, reaching the surface, swirling around you, up, 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 reaching your higher self. So you're now right in the middle of an interdimensional connection, connecting your inner earth self. Yes, there's an aspect of you that lives in inner earth. There's an aspect of you that is very close to Gaia, which could explain why some of you feel so drawn to any movement inside the planet or at its surface. And at the same time, your body is the intermediary vehicle that also connects you to your higher self, connected to different dimensions, to your past lives, to your avatars living right now on this planet. Yes, there could be many versions or many incarnations that are emanating from the same higher self. You might meet them or never, doesn't matter. Sometimes when you meditate, you feel them. You receive their lessons, their experiences, and you feel that you're receiving extra data. And you don't know where it's from, but still you know. You know what's happening in that country. You feel like you're there. Or you feel you know a certain job or a certain topic. Why? So yeah, it could be connected to a parallel life in a different time frame. And at the same time, it could be another version of you. And you're also connected to galactic friends. So your heart center is allowing you to travel from one dimension to another, helping you to connect to all that you are, everywhere that you are, in all possible ways. And it feels good. It feels warm. It feels love. The purest aspect of love. There's no denial about your expansive self, your ability to be so at so many places, different times. Because now you feel you're you, but you feel more than this. You feel your earth. You feel you're the soil. You feel you're the roots. You feel you're the trees. You feel you're the animals. You feel you're the sky. You feel you're the birds. You feel you're the stars. You feel you're Jupiter. You feel you're Uranus. You feel you're the moon. You feel you are your higher self. You feel that you're also galactic. You feel your galactic essence. You feel your starseed essence. You feel everything you are. And you can actually just access it right now, at this minute, at this second. What is changing in our times right now is the pace at which we are unlocking new abilities, new visions, new understanding. So those who have been awakening or on the awakening process for years, feel that things are getting faster. And if they compare their own awakening right now to the previous years, it feels like, whoa, give me time to integrate what I received. You want me to do this? You're sending me that kind of message that I should be channeling this way, that I should be healing this way, that I should be working with these people, that I should work more with this kind of people, that I should be using cards, that I should let go of cards. Like, let me just, give me months to just see how I can integrate that in my life. Oh, now I'm channeling this kind of collective. It's new, let me. No. You don't have the time. So you're not being forced, you're not being pushed. You're being taught the art of surrendering to everything that happens. So the ego, this part of you that wants control, that needs control to be safe, that pretty much apprehend everything that is new because, look, I've never learned this. It took me a while to be accepted by my community and my family, and even me accepting myself as, a human being with a body, with, a life to live with other human beings, but also to accept my interdimensionality. It took me a while to do this, and now you're just bombarding me with new information, and not on the top of that, the world is being bombarded by so many different information. Some are light, some are less bright, and like, where are we all going? Where am I going in all this? So those who feel challenged because they have been working with the same intuitive tools and the same methods for a while, it feels like it's never stopping. And we want you to be ready, because it will go faster. It will go faster. So all the work you have done in the previous years, whether it was just starting by reading a book and you stayed on that book for 10 years and never did anything, or you have been working very seriously in this, is, should we say, crumbling down. So what is disappearing is not what you have been doing. It's the fact that new is coming, better is coming, faster is coming. Whatever you have created needs an upgrade, because you're going through the upgrade, because Gaia is going through the upgrade, because the galaxy is going through an upgrade. So resisting will create inner chaos. Resisting this, whether you are spiritual or not, and we want to warn you, those who have been resisting, who could be your future clients, who could be your future friends, those who are still resisting will really feel like the rug is being pulled away from their feet. They will just feel imbalance, personally, professionally, worldly, like the world will feel like it's out of control. So those who already have started their journey, all they need is to adapt and welcome the new frequencies, the new gifts, the new directions. And yes, even though you were really attached to how you used to work, how you used to channel, how you used to do mediumship, you are invited to completely transmute the way you do things, even if it was successful. It's not because you're not good or you're obsolete. It's because energies want the awakening of your planet, of humanity, to go a little bit faster. They want people who are holding the light workers, to hold more of that light frequency, to activate those who are still dormant, those who are dormant but also stuck in non-light. They need to see, they need to experience. And we need more light workers to show that, look, this is not an illusion. We can create magic. We can show magic. We can help people awaken. It's happening. So there's an acceleration because it's set to be happening this way. Externally, it's happening this way. But there's also a level of, should we say, blindness, illusion, that becomes intolerable. We cannot go slow anymore. It has been tried in the previous years, definitely more so in the 60s and the 70s and the 80s, and then in the 90s it started to accelerate, still gently, but still it was faster. Light, real light quotient was starting to come to reality. New kind of channelers and awakeners were coming to the surface. They were channeling differently. They were channeling ascended masters in a different way, and the information they were channeling was really powerful, really clear, really aiming to a future vision and less connecting to the 4D. And now we're entering this phase, another one, where we are reconnecting to our galactic origins. Some of you have already connected to that aspect of yourself. If you're still resisting, you'll be invited very soon to feel that the guidance you're receiving from your higher self is also connected to other aspects of yourself, other avatars who have a different experience of, quote unquote, incarnation of life. Natalie, coming back here, we have channeled with my private community, and I have shared it openly, that 2025 will be the year for the light workers in service. In service, it's the ones who have worked to open up to their divine nature, and the ones who are awakening 2024. 2024 is already 5 years, 10 years of content, and the year is not over. So we will feel more tired, we will feel more exhausted, but we can correct this, we can rebalance this, as long as you're connected to your inner self. So when we talk, or when they talk about being tired and being overwhelmed, it's just our response to what is new. It's our body adapting, but it's also our mind trying to make sense of all of this. And 2024 will be a year of rapid expansion, new objectives, updated mission as a light worker. Non-light workers will be highly activated, and that will be a massive shock for them. Some will remain dormant because it's not part of their mission. They're not here to make a massive impact. We're talking about collectively. So let's say that their awakening is not a priority. Right now, there's a massive flow of dormant light workers, rising light workers, so they can move to their next level, because we need them for the next batch of awakening ones. So the ones who were still transitioning from, I don't know if that's real, to I'm ready, you're going to feel pushed. And it will be important for you to not remain alone. What is happening right now is that they're preparing us for 2025. 2025, the dormant light workers will start, like really the hardcore dormant, like believe in the system, will only work with, that type of governing leaders. Success is only one way. Families can only be like that. Expression of self can only come through this kind of beliefs. These are hardcore dormant ones. And still, some of them have a very, very powerful mission as a light worker. They don't know it yet. Who's going to help them? Because energies keep on accelerating. So whatever you're going through right now, and it takes a week to integrate, may have taken a full year 5 years ago. In 2025 and on, it will be a day, will be an hour. Imagine like you have a full year of awakening energies in one day. These people will be lost, and emerging light workers will be lost too. They will need to speak to people like me, a channeler, a mentor, so we can help them, but also a healer, an energy healer, a sound healer, artists, writers, people who have a specific way of expressing and sharing and describing what's happening. That's why we need more and more light workers who are embodying their mission with acceptance, total acceptance. And if you need help, you're not alone. There's so many who have done this job before you. Go and look for them. Go and look for them so you don't struggle. Because if you resist or if you doubt, the ego takes over. And when the ego takes over, it's not taking over from a confident place. It's taking over, bringing back to the surface all your fears, all your blocks, all your trauma, and everyone's comment around what you could do or not do. Sorry, I'm just adjusting my microphone. So those who will awaken will need people like you. 2025, 2 years ago, was said to be a very successful year for professional light workers, those who are seriously wanting to work in that field, whether it's full-time, part-time, paid or not paid, doesn't matter, as long as you have fun embracing your mission. But there's going to be a lot of demand, and people might not come to you with, you know, with clarity. They might not say, I feel I'm becoming a light worker, I feel that my intuitive powers are emerging, please guide me through this, or I feel something is happening energetically. Sometimes they'll come to you feeling depressed, feeling lost, feeling questioning the system, being overwhelmed, having a burnout, feeling overwhelmed with what is happening in the world, because that too will also be heavy. Remember, we need to see what's wrong with the system to awaken others. So most of us know, but imagine those that are in between and they, yeah, it's wrong, but it's still okay, you know, I still can live, it's feasible. When that becomes worse, and whatever used to keep them entertained, distracted, when that collapses, and I'm pretty sure you understand what I mean by that, when the illusions are just being dismantled, and we see the, I want to say the ugly truth, but it's pretty much that, then, oh my God, what is life then? They will need to connect to their true self. And you as a healer, as a guide, as a coach, as an artist, as a writer, will find the right words, will have the right tools to help them. But they might not come to you with, hey, I'm starting to become an intuitive. They might come to you they might come to you expressing their despair, their loss, and then slowly you will reconnect them to who they are, and they will start to develop their intuitive powers, because they will heal themselves and their outdated and erroneous beliefs. Others will be just like, oh, I feel I'm having intuitive powers. They will be activated a lot quicker, depending again on their mission, on their background, on their past lives, on their karmic blocks, and they will know right away what they want. They'll know, no, I need a healer. No, I need Natalie, because I know my intuitive powers are really developing a lot, and I just need to know what my soul purpose, how am I supposed to use them, and what format, because now it's all disorganized. I need an order in all this. So right now, energies, and yes, I'm not specifically talking about the eclipse and the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction. These are just doors opening. I'm just telling you why they're opening, for what purpose, and what we're leaving behind. And energetically, of course, there's those manifestations in the sky, and energetic manifestations are shifting us within. You don't need to believe astronomically it's happening, or scientifically that there's something happening. As an intuitive, you know that there's a gate being open. A while back, I was talking about breaches of light coming through, piercing the veil. So people were being activated in different parts of the world. Now it's like mini breaches, mini gates around the veil of surrounding or protecting the earth from receiving more divine light. It's like those little breaches, those little holes, are suddenly merging together, creating a massive hole. This is what is happening. Again, the eclipse just made it bigger. The conjunction now is simply telling you, you're in. Welcome to this new era. We just want to tell you what's going to happen in this new era. And where channelers like me are being used in a beautiful way. I could not expect more than receiving this guidance, but we're being used to tell you what's on the other side of the door that we're crossing just right now. Physically, astronomically. We don't know. We still wake up, hopefully your house is still at the same place. And and you still recognize your surroundings. But beyond this reality, there's a whole new period and a whole new frequency waiting for us. 2024. We're just adapting the new era. I kind of explained. So because 2025 will be a massive opening for people, so the dormant one, we're still resisting, but we need them because they have signed a contract with themselves. Okay, it's, you know, it's not a contract, and if you don't follow it, that's it, you're done. It's what they have agreed to. They said, hey, I have this knowledge from different past lives. I can help. I have a connection with different galactic realities. I have this knowledge. I want to help humanity. It doesn't mean that part of your mission is not to resist. You might still be resisting this mission you have coded yourself with. But if you're listening to this, you are an awakening light worker, you're a rising light worker, potentially a leading light worker. So what do I mean by leading? The ones who completely accept their mission as a professional, as a open light worker, and they want to impact the world with their gift, with their presence, and they want to lead. Leading could be leading your family to get out from a loop of outdated trauma and beliefs. But it could also be having a big community and sharing your gifts. 2024. Finalizing the healing work for you, rising light workers. Again, dormant light workers, they will awaken at different times. But now, those who are awakening now, it's like a slap on the face. It's really that. It feels like, where am I? They need us so much, these people. They need us so much. And again, if you feel you're one of these recently awakening light worker, you're gently, it's hard to say because gentle is not a word that I can really use in this accelerated process, but still, you know, you're still, it's like barely opening the eyes. It's still blurry, but you know that you're seeing another reality here. Please connect to your brothers and sisters. Do not stay alone, because it's like it's fusing from, it's coming from every direction. The codes, the light, the upgrades are coming from so many directions that it can be confusing, it can be overwhelming. I know that. I really know that. Those who still have some work to align with the upcoming energies, the new energies, they're here. Well, they have to do some work, and it's either accepting your mission as it is, accepting your visions, but a lot of the work here is emotional work. A lot of the work here is family clearing, karmic clearing, and you can do both at the same time. You can decide to prioritize your intuitive expansion, but you will never be able to avoid the inner healing. You may decide to start with the inner healing because you're not too kind of convinced that you are an intuitive being. But doing this inner healing, emotional, karmic, personal healing, family healing, will automatically improve your ability to connect to your higher self. Remember, your higher self is everything you need to connect to. Your higher self may decide to take the name of Archangel Michael, or take the name of a Pleiadian being to be known to you. And it's okay. It's never one energy. It's always a unifying energy. Your higher self is not just your higher self. Your higher self is the sum of everything that has existed and that is still existing and that continues to grow. Sometimes it needs to really show you something specific, and it will connect to another energy that is far, far away. And that energy is called Archangel Michael, here to deliver this message to you. Sometimes you will feel like it's just you, a better version of you, a better, what I mean by better is, let's say, a more connected version of yourself. So, but it all comes to the higher self connection. So connecting to your higher self will help inner healing, will help emotional healing, karmic healing. Doesn't matter which door you take, it's all going through the heart center and rising. So the next energies that are starting right now to emerge, and it has started a few months ago, are the ancient civilizations. So let's be precise about this, and it's ancient as not included in historical books. Lemuria, Atlantis, Avalon. They are still existing in a parallel universe, and they are interconnecting with Earth they are always connected. It's whether or not us channelers can understand that they are connecting. But you will feel that suddenly there's a rise in specific archetypes in the rising light workers, the emerging light workers. There will be the healer. There will be the priestess leading energy. There's actually really 3 energies that are emerging through the different, again, civilizations. Yes, they can be seen as mythical, but it's more than this. They have a frequency, they're existing, but they're not physically here. So energy of the healer, the shaman, energy of the priestess, of the spiritual guide, that's another one, and then the energy of the leader. They're all connected to the different civilizations. We'll talk about that when we'll have the masterclass in May. And they're coming out. That's part of the portal we are entering in through the conjunction. And you will feel more and more people wanting to be part of all those ceremonies of rituals. They will feel drawn to this. And actually, it has started a while back, but it's also part of humanity's awakening. So you're working on your own awakening. It's important that you feel activated, that you feel you're owning and you're embodying your sovereign mission. Again, I can help you with this if you feel it's difficult to get it clearly. There's that. That is the priority. Don't think community first and only. Think self, expand and share. Self, and again, we're not talking about the ego selfish kind of concept about self. We're talking about, who am I? What am I developing? How can I share it? Because everything you're unlocking now has a specific goal of unifying us all as one. One, feeling like you're not different from those who are less open to those who are more open. It's like we're all this together. So this massive push, and they're showing it's coming massively from the ground, from Gaia, but it's coming from all over. But you will feel a lot of connection to Avalon, Atlantis, and Lemuria from the soles of your feet. Can you feel that? As I speak, you might even feel this. It's like you're receiving energies, and energies are coded with a specific information, and that information is connecting to your own codes, and suddenly it activates your codes and you remember. So you might not specifically remember that notion, that information. We call that claircognizance. Is, oh, that's Avalon. You might not identify it very clearly, but suddenly you might feel like you're drawn to something that is Celtic, to a country that is, part of the Gaelic and Viking and Celtic world. You might feel that suddenly you feel drawn to a world that is more tropical. You feel drawn to ceremonies, to rituals. That's the Lemurian in you that is resurging, re-emerging. You feel drawn maybe to understand, to know concepts, and you want to tell what you have learned. You want to share what you have learned, and that's the Atlantis energy coming through you. You feel it through your feet, and you know what? Chances are you feel the three of them. Maybe not at the same time. Maybe at the same time. It's all happening, and it will continue to grow. Everything is happening. You're developing your connection to the galactic at the same time, but now there's a resurgence of these old, or I shouldn't say old, because again, they're here. They're other versions of Earth that we have been made to forget because they were holding a power that we have been blocked from, but the information is still going through because the veil of illusion is completely dissolving. So this is what the conjunction is all about. This is what it is all about. I don't know how you guys feel, but my feet are like pulsating, really pulsating. And I know, I just feel, and you had incarnations potentially in all these civilizations. You're aware of it somehow. You will be reminded of this. It is important to take care of everything that is awakening in you. That includes your galactic connection, your higher self connection, your past life connections. Everything is one. And the ultimate goal is to, when you feel connected, you will feel more confident. Maybe if you feel like, not sure, it's hard to speak to, to everyone about that. Start with your friends, just connect to others. But the ultimate goal is to, in 2025, take the hands to those who are curious but are still lost and say, I'll show you. Trust me, I show you. And you will see groups of people will become bigger and bigger. A family of rising light workers will become bigger and bigger. That is the ultimate goal, feeling that we're not leaving anyone behind. Some will leave the planet because it's too much. And that was part of their mission. Some were just here to ignite something. That's it, it's over for them. Some, they're not meant to be part of that shift. Some were holding darker energies, so we can see that we don't want that anymore. So they were a light worker as well. We can criticize all the ones that are doing bad stuff to this planet, but the fact they repeat all their bad actions bring a certain level of impatience in us. And that's okay. Now that we see what you're doing, now that we know what you're doing, we're done. We needed to see what they were doing in secret, so we could say, we're taking lives, or we're taking our life into our own hands. It's all part of the awakening. So 2025, a lot of success for light workers. Success because people will just be looking for you. That's why it's important to take care of yourself right now. That's why it's important to feel supported and to develop every aspect of yourself. Don't focus just on one. You are all of this. You're a galactic being. It's important to connect to your galactic essence. You're also a human being. It's important to heal any kind of wound, any kind of ancestral wounding, or any kind of trauma, or any kind of fear. But you're also an intuitive being. So it is important to connect to any kind of past life that may have guided you to develop an intuitive gift that now you're ready to use because the world is ready for you. And it's time to connect and reinforce that connection to your guides, to your higher self, and to those galactic friends. And I will end with this. More and more, and definitely more, one ship, galactic ship, is connected and is observing. They're helping the light to come through. Yes, they call it, some people call it the Galactic Federation, and I use this term because that's what is used, but it's more than a federation. It's they're all energy, and believe me, there's even humans from the future who are part of that association. You see, that's another woo kind of thing, and I will talk about that when I talk about the galactic collaboration that are helping us to work on our stuff. So it's important to be aware that we're being monitored, but every time they see an opening, and this one is a massive opening, it's not just the stars sending us an energy saying, oh, now the doors are open, you can just expand your magic. Think of the veil, the light cannot come through, which is the natural light. This is the origin code of what it means to be a human being. We should all be highly intuitive and hyper connected to everything. But now there's an opening. So when there were many openings like that throughout the veil around the planet, now there's a massive one. So when they see this, our galactic friends are just sending massive energy. Plus inner Earth is, because it's not a physical veil around the planet. It's around us. It's around groups of people. It's within. So not only are we receiving energy from underneath, but also from the top, from within. And when I say top and underneath, it's all here. Your heart center is the portal. Thank you so much. Take a deep breath in through the nose and release completely. Like, yes. And everything that was said today will continue to create a desire to know more, a desire to open, to awaken, to discover. Allow this to be. At this level, it will become harder to do that on your own and alone. And I'm telling you this from my own experience in the recent months. I have all the tools, but with what is coming, I need help to transmute it. I need people to talk about it, because are you feeling this? Yes. Okay. So it's time to create a bond, to join forces, and to ask for help. Whatever you think you need. If you need guidance around your soul purpose, around connecting with your higher self, understanding your mission, and also developing a process. Maybe you already have intuitive powers and you just wonder how you're meant to develop them. I'm here for this. I'm here. And if you're not sure yet, if you want to work with me, send me DMs. Just tell me, this is my situation. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Can you help me? Can you at least guide me, orient me? I might tell you, hey, I'm not the person. And I have said it many times. It's not me. You just need an energy healer to rebalance yourself. This is what you need. I'm really fully open about that. I'm not here to massively sell, and that's my job. Yes, but it's not the intention. So send me a DM. At least make sure you're part of the group. Again, the group link is in the description, so you can be informed of what's coming up, and you can see me working live with people as well, and you'll say, oh yes, I want that. The masterclass, the initiation, is coming up in May. Make sure you're part of it. If you're on my mailing list and in my different offerings here, you'll be aware of it. This is going to really go in depth. Like, we'll talk about all the energies, the inner energies, the outer energies, the higher self. We'll talk about everything with an updated essence, with an updated point of view. I wish you a wonderful day. Please take the time to share comments, questions. I will answer them, but it's time for me to go. I wish you a wonderful day, and I'm sending you tons and tons of hugs, and let's stay connected like this as a family of rising light workers. Sending you all my love. Bye bye.